Hi guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. About to drink and answer some questions. It's been a while. I did the whole Q&A thing, but with this Q&A thing here for this time around, it's not from the public per se. It's just from my friends. It's been a while actually. It's been over a month that I asked them to send me questions, and I was going to answer these questions. If you are not eating anything or you're not drinking anything at the moment, this is your cue to stand up and go and get popcorn, get your juice, and enjoy the rest of this video. Cheers. Let's start this video. This juice tastes like white vitamin C. That's the first taste I'm getting from it, but let's start the video. So the first question here is, can you have a joint account with your spouse? Yeah, I think that this is something that can actually be considered for me anyways. I think that yes, I would want to have one with my spouse, to be honest, but I mean, I'll still have my own personal accounts, right? But yeah, maybe having a joint account where we just maybe put in our own money, the one that we want to spare, for the benefit of the family, right? But there'll be some ground rules, to the account and everything. But yeah, having a joint account with my spouse is something that I can actually consider. Yeah. The second question, how do you feel about your ex-bestie or ex-boyfriend getting married? I mean, I'll be happy for them, whoever they are. I'll be happy for them. Yeah, I'll be happy for them. They were better off with that person for them to be, considering getting married to that person. So I mean, just because the person was my ex-bestie or my ex-boyfriend, and we didn't work out, and then the person is getting married to somebody else, I mean, like, that means the person that the person is getting married to, if you get what I mean, is for the person, right? So I mean, I'll be happy for them. So that'd be good. A relationship advice on how to handle a jealous partner. I would just say talk to them, reassuring words, make them calm, make them trust you, just make them really explain a lot. You have to do a lot of explanation to every friendship that the person is kind of like, not comfortable with. Just, reassuring words, to be honest. Make them know that, oh, you're here and you're not going anywhere. They don't have to worry, they don't have to be jealous, you can have friends, that kind of thing. Just reassuring words, that's the honest truth. And not just reassuring words, but like, let your actions also speak. Because sometimes, if a partner is always said to be jealous and the person is sort of insecure, I don't know if jealousy and insecurity would align, but to answer this question, I'll just say reassuring words and make them, understand that, there's nothing going on with you and whoever. You can have friends, and just make them trust you and be trustworthy. You get, right? Be trustworthy as well. I'm very bad on giving advice like this because I'm a jealous person, so I can't really give an advice to this, but I hope you kind of get what I mean. Yeah. The next question, how well can one keep or manage a long distance relationship? Are there chances that you both can get married or not? Okay, a long distance relationship is a lot. To me, it's talking like one professional. A long distance relationship is a lot. To be very fair and honest, it's a lot, but to manage it, it's a long list. I don't even know how to start explaining all these ones in this particular video, but one can actually do a long distance relationship and one can actually keep a long distance relationship, right? It's just, I would always say it depends on the both of you, right? For example, now, if you're going, I don't know if this will even equate with the whole thing, but for example, if you're going to school and they give you an admission letter and they tell you, oh, it's 4 years for this particular course, you know that you have a direction, you have a goal. So by the end of the 4 years, right, you know that you have to graduate, right? And so if you want to graduate at the end of the 4 years for that particular course, you have to study hard, you have to read, you have to be serious. Take your books and academics very seriously. I don't know if it's the same with the whole long distance relationship, but I could equate it with that. So with a long distance relationship, it's already hard enough that there's distance there. So I would say that to an extent, both of you should kind of like have a direction to where this is going, if you want it to work or not. And I'm answering this, or I'm saying that just to answer this person's second question, where the person said, are there chances that you could get married with a long distance relationship? Yes, there are. But this generation, I don't know. But I would say that yes, there are people that I've heard of that did the whole long distance thing and it worked for them and they got married, and some people that it didn't work. I don't think that the marriage thing, it's you know, it could be in line with the whole long distance relationship, because to be very fair, if two people are also in a relationship together and they're like in the same city, if they don't want to get married, if they won't work out, they won't work out. I keep on saying this. So like I was saying previously, it just depends on like the direction the both of you have set. What's the goal? Before I enter something like that, I would kind of want to know exactly where we are going, you know, what I'm getting out of it. I don't want to kind of waste my time. I know with people this generation, they're always like, oh, it's because when you put like some goals and some you must get married thing to it, then you ignore red flags. No, just because I've set a goal or a direction in the beginning of my relationship doesn't mean that if I see red flags I will still stay there because I set a goal. When it's not a blood covenant. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying that if I already have that direction, the both of us do have that direction, and you know, values and principles and everything align, and it's just distance. Communication is a very good way to kind of like handle and manage a long distance relationship. Communication, I would say trust. You have to trust a lot, trust me, and you have to have excellent communication, and not just communication but comprehension at the same time, because you know, you could be communicating right, you could be saying the right things, but maybe your partner is not just comprehending, or not just want, like the person doesn't English, your partner doesn't just want to understand what you are saying, and that will lead to a lot of fights and quarrels and doubts and you know insecurities and complaints and naggings and here and there. So in order to handle a long distance and manage a long distance relationship, I would say good communication should be there, has to be there, must be there. I would say trust as well. I would say comprehension as well. I would say patience. You need to have that patience factor, to be very honest. But yeah, I would say that yes, long distance relationship could actually lead to marriage. There is no stamp there that it has to, it wouldn't. So it could and it could not at the same time. Everything just boils down to your partner and who you're dealing things with, you know. So yeah, I hope I was able to answer that question. So yeah, that's it. Next question. Craziest thing that you've done for love. My mom is watching this video. You people, I don't know the kind of question that you used to ask me sometimes. I don't know if you don't think that my mom is watching this video. But yeah, craziest thing that I've done for love. Is it really crazy? Next question. So just because I divided, the questions that I got from my friends into different sections. So I have the relationship section, the YouTube, the career future one, and then the general questions. I'm just going to be picking like three out of each to kind of like make up this video, and then I'll probably do another video with a continuation. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, so the next question I have here is, have you ever thought of quitting YouTube? Most times I have. I don't know if you guys noticed, like the break that I took sometime last year till this year, I thought of quitting at that point. Even in July that just passed, I thought of quitting. Even in September, I thought of quitting. And when I say thought of quitting, I don't mean like, oh, I'd want to quit, like serious thoughts. Like I'm thinking about it very deeply. Like it keeps me up at night. I'm just like, why did I start this thing? Because when I see myself not being as consistent as I used to, like before in 2020, with the whole, there was nothing to do. We're all at home. So I would have enough time on my hands to do whatever, film whatever I want to do. But this time around, I have a lot going on. A lot of things going on at once. So having to balance, I'm still trying to, strike that balance between my life, YouTube, work and all that. So it's just a lot, to be very honest, at this point. But yeah, I've thought of quitting YouTube a couple of times. Sometimes I regret just starting it when I see that, oh, I'm not at least being consistent to be able to see that growth, on my channel. But we're here now, we're not going anywhere. The next one, how do you feel when you always have to ask your friends to assist you with one thing or another in relation to your YouTube channel? Do you feel like you're always bothering them? Yeah, I actually had this conversation with my friend Dorcas earlier on, sometime last year. I was telling her that I'm tired of sending BCs or telling people, oh, please watch, or sending the links. I kind of feel like I'm disturbing them or I'm bothering them. And then she's like, if you have any friend that thinks that way, then that person should not be your friend. Or yeah, you get. And then I don't know, she kind of like gingered me, you get. So yes, I still do feel like I'm bothering people when I post a video and I send the link on WhatsApp or I post it on Instagram or whatever, and I see people have to put it on their status. Sometimes I feel like they are forced to do that. Do you understand? And I kind of feel somehow, but I'm really grateful. I don't know if you guys are doing it out of your own free will or whatever, but I'm really, really grateful that I have people and friends and a community that still helps me to repost, still watches when they have the time, and just still roots for me. Like, cheers to you guys. Thank you so much. Actually, thank you. The next one, can I feature on your channel? It's my bucket list. This baby girl that sent this question rather, I haven't seen her before. I met her through YouTube. Yeah, she's such a sweetheart. Miriam Shadows. Her name is Boma. Actually, she's even she has my younger sister's name. She's in the UK. So yes, baby girl, you can definitely feature on my channel. Let's cross it off your bucket list, okay? Yeah. So the next question, I'm just going to move on to the career part. Where do you see yourself in 3 years from now? This feels like an interview, because when you go for interview, they're like, oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You're not be lying. Oh, I see myself still working for you people as a hardworking individual, being a part of a team. But to be honest, in 3 years, if I'm married, we thank God. If I'm not, we also thank God. But when it comes to career-wise, I want to see myself being really successful and bagging the money. Like, that's the most important thing. I want to kind of see myself create my candle line, because that's something that it's been a lot that's been on my mind. I'm going to catch up with you guys very soon on what's on my head. But let me just put it out there. In 3 years, by God's grace, I'm using this to manifest. So I'll come back to the video and remember that I said this. In 3 years, I want to see myself starting my candle line. In 3 years, I also want to see myself like in the professional area, being promoted, going further and further than I am at the moment. In 3 years, I want to be very happy, just being a blessing to people around me, I guess. But the main focus is the candle line. It's been being in a better place professionally, career-wise, being in a better place in my heart. Do you have any plans of living in Nigeria as your place of residence? If I say yes, my mom will flog me. If I say yes, my mom will flog me. But yeah. Do you know, to be honest, living in Nigeria won't be a bad idea. It's not like, it won't be a bad idea. Because Nigeria, to be honest, is relatively cheap compared to, living abroad. But the lifestyle here is really easy. So if they say, oh, you have the free will to live abroad and you have the free will to live in Nigeria, pick one. I would pick the free will to live abroad, if I'm being very honest. Oh, this is an interesting question. How about do you involve God in making decisions about your life? I feel like this question should be a video on its own. Yeah, I was going to answer this question, but I feel like if I start talking now, I'll have to like go back to where I was before, where I am now, where I see myself going with the whole relationship with God thing. My dress is remaining small. Let me feel. Okay, so this question, I think I'm just going to make it a whole video and kind of make it like a story time. Not really a story time, but yeah, kind of a story time and like a background of where I was with the whole God factor in my life up until now. So I think I will have to film that video on its own to be able to answer this particular question. But thank you to this person that actually sent me this question. And the last question from this place is, Would I start would I start a family in Ireland? Yeah, Ireland is a place that, you know, I could probably see myself settling down in, because it's very quiet, you know. I don't know. Yeah, I think I could see myself, you know, starting a family in Ireland. Yeah, this question, are you an extrovert or an introvert? I put up this question on Instagram, like a post some time back, and then I was amazed that, you know, people that thought I was an extrovert and people that thought I was an introvert were almost at the same level. It was equating. To be honest, I would want to say that I am an introvert extrovert, with introvert being the first one. I really think that I am an introvert but an extrovert in some occasions. I don't know how to explain this, but if you get what I mean, like being the both of them just a little bit, depends on the situation, depends on the occasion, depends on who you are around. But generally, if I'm to answer this question, name myself truthfully, I would say that I'm an extrovert. Yeah, but a lot of people were picking introvert, and it got me to think that, oh, that's some perspective that I didn't know that people saw me from. That's interesting, actually. This question, what habits do you wish you didn't have, or the one you wish to change about yourself? So the habits that I wish that I didn't have, let me say work on it. So I'm working on it, but I would say that I do not have patience. I think all of you already know that I don't have patience. 1, 2, I have anger problems. Like, it would take me a while to get there, but once I get there, there's no turning back. Saying it now, Seth, I'm even I'm even upset. Once I get there, there's no turning back, and it could be so bad that, you know, I would make decisions that later on, maybe thinking about it that you've reacted though, but in that time, in that moment that I'm upset or I'm running out of patience, that's it. So nothing want to tell me that I want to listen. But yeah, that's one thing that I thought that, or I think that I wish I didn't have, or I would change about myself. But it's kind of like, you know, weird. And I wish I'd be able to have a little bit more patience with a lot of things, like with every situation around me. And I wish I would be able to, you know, step down on my anger issues, and also being able to forgive. Like, I'll forgive you, but I hold it in my heart. And I know that is suffering me, but I will not let it go till I'm ready to let it go. And it's bad. Yeah, it's very bad. It's bad. I know it's bad. I'm working on it. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll be better. But yeah, to answer that question, yeah, that's something that I wish I would change about myself. And yeah, just to, you know, round up this video on a very light note, the last question, have you ever gotten into a physical fight? Yeah, I have. And this was when I was in JSS1. I got into a physical fight with somebody, and that's because she involved my parents in it, and you can't even try that when you are not mad. And I was very short, fat, and round that time, but I gave it to her hot. If you're watching this, hello. I think that's pretty much it, guys, for this particular video. I don't want to make it too long. I'll kind of like break them, you know, into 2 or 3 more videos, just so that I have a little bit more content, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you got to kind of like know me a little bit more, and thank you so much, my friends, for sending in your questions. I hope you're able to snack on this and drink a glass of juice or a glass of wine or eat something. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell beside the subscribe button. My name is Ria, and I love you guys. Mwah. Bye, guys.